I like doing what I want to do, you know, and so being in politics does not always allow me to do what I want to do. But I felt that the city that I grew up in, the city that's given me so much, that it's the least I can do. And, you know, there are a lot of things that I want to focus on, and, you know, Barb spoke to some of them, and the biggest part of that is our public safety. Public safety to me is not just, I know people hear that and they think police and they think, you know, police. But really, like, you know, I worked in DD services, and one of the first things that we did when a client would come in is we developed a safety plan for them. And that safety plan didn't just say, you know, somebody, if a perpetrator is harming you, call 911. You know, there was other things. There was, you know, when you're struggling because when you think about DV, it's not just that a person decides that they're just going to hit somebody. There's a whole lot of social things that go into that, and it's preventable, and often it comes after a lot of stress, a lot of pressures, and a lot of those are pressures that are beyond our control. People just have a maladaptive way of responding to them, but also, or they're responding appropriately, and our system is maladaptive. But you know, so finding ways of, a lot of those things are about helping them navigate their resources. So finding a comprehensive plan for somebody was, who do you go to when you need food? What happens if you lose your job? What are the resources for you then? If you are pregnant, like, how do we make sure that you're able to make it to your appointments? It's not causing more stress. There's a whole thing that goes into keeping somebody safe, one person. So imagine all the things that go into keeping a community safe. And it's not just about calling the police so that they can show up after the crime has already happened to like cause further harm. It's about looking at the things that are happening that create these situations that make it rife for these terrible things to happen. And a lot of that, one of the biggest indicators of that is poverty. And so looking at how do we get people's basic needs met as a form of public safety? How do we make sure that we're checking in on people's mental health needs, that we're checking in on people's physical health needs, that we're talking to them about workforce development, what type of educational opportunities do they need?